14th in August. One Friday at the end. Which is every Monday, I don't know if we have a meeting, because we could adjust it a little bit if we have to. It has to be a meeting. I'm gonna see if she can do it. It'd be better, I guess.
And this is the option
For me.
and like that.
So, like, yeah, I can bring.
I think January.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I told her, yeah, she goes 6 o'clock, maybe what she do.
Come beforehand. If it's in August and school's not in session.
But people fight. I couldn't fight here.
And she's
Well,
I'm
yeah,
out.
we could probably could. Everybody could go earlier. But we'd have to do, 2:30, that way we're done.
School's not in session, that's not a problem. I'm almost retired during the summer.
Yeah, we better quit talking. All right, I call the school board meeting to order. Please rise and join us for the pledge of allegiance. Okay. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Anderson. Bedifer. Kuchar.
Present.
Holstein.
Present.
Yaris.
Here.
Ravish here. Dubey.
Present.
7 present.
Well, I apologize for. Now I'm gonna try to keep you at least a minute longer. We. I don't know. Don't enjoy the weather. Enjoy the weather. This guy, he looks like he's really enjoying the weather. And
Right.
Oh, you're done? Oh,
Yeah.
The year too. Other than that, do we have any additions, deletions, or changes to the agenda?
Move to approve the agenda as printed.
Motion, we got support. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Communication. Oh, I'm sorry, consent agenda.
No
Okay,
community
I'm really
comments.
Oh, yeah. What we're really doing. Any community comments on the agenda? Printed. Anybody? Seeing none. That, move on to the consent agenda.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda and pay the bills totaling $1,529,434.29.
Motion and support, any discussion? Roll call.
Bedifer.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Kuchar.
Yes.
Holstein.
Yes.
Yaris.
Yes.
Ravish, yes. Dubey.
Yes.
7-0.
Get to start with now on communication.
Thank you, Mr. President. A couple things, starting off with our bids for the Mount Forest parking lot and cross-country track. We would like to, and it's in the non-consent agenda, for Jeff Johnson to receive that bid. There were some, the normal bid, and then there were some extra things that we would also, that we are putting in there, which includes it being tiled, there being fabric, and a sand base before they put the gravel. We don't want the gravel just to go into the ground and lose all that, and it's a little low. So those things will definitely help keep the water off of the gravel and keep a dry parking lot. So we are suggesting Mr. Johnson, and he has helped quite a bit throughout this project. So it's nice to see his bid is something that's in our range. Any questions?
Is the path gravel?
What's that?
Is the path gravel?
No,
I
it
didn't
is
think
not.
so.
Nope, it's just a dirt path, and that's what they run on. Nope. There may be some spots if it's low that they've talked about possibly putting some mulch down, but no, it's hard packed dirt. Soccer field update. They turned on our irrigation system a couple weeks ago. I have talked to the chief of grounds crew at the Loons Stadium, and he contacted me that he was going to try to make a visit to give us some suggestions on the grass. There still are a few spots that the grass isn't coming in how we would like it, but I walked it today. I feel you could play on it right now. It's just getting to where we want it to be perfect. I also spoke with the owner of Maple Leaf Golf Course, and he talked a little bit about maybe getting a soil sample to see if it needs something that it doesn't have right now, which I thought is a good idea. So I'm going to look into that. And he also gave me, I don't know if you've seen on the back of golf carts, sometimes they have the little shakers with the seed and sand and dirt in case you have a divot. And he gave me 6 of them, and I'm getting students together probably for tomorrow to go around and do that on the spots that need it to put the grass down, because you can't just spread it all over the whole field. But some of those bare spots, want to kind of rough it up a little bit and then put some of that good seed and good soil down. Fill in those bare spots. The second, they're also going to be supposed to be pouring the dugouts on the 13th. What is that, Thursday? Thursday. And at the same time, they're going to also pour the foundation for the sign, the new scoreboard for the football. So they're going to do it all at once. And that's supposed to be on the 13th, hopefully without any more rain where they can't get in. But that's the plan. We received the 2% grants from the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe last week, I think it was, maybe 2 weeks ago. That came to $62,026 total. Some of the areas were our robotics center. We have our students now in the annex in a room that the robotics coaches and team have put a lot of work into, but it's still it's not really nice in there. Right, Brad? Is that how you would say this? It needs to work.
Getting there, yeah.
So this is a nice little boost that we'll be able to spruce it up a little bit to make it nice for the students. We did have the heating was donated last year, so it's coming along nicely, and this will definitely help with that. Kindergarten Jumpstart program. We have students that are in like a 2-week program right now with the Jumpstart. A lot of classroom furniture and classroom spaces, kind of new things that teachers are looking at. They'll be able to purchase with that also. A replacement lathe for our metal shop and supplies for our backpack program, food program. And that's something that Ms. McWhorter does a lot with, where the students get the backpacks to go home on Fridays with food, and then they bring the backpack back to us Monday morning, and we refill it for them on the weekends since they don't have their food here at school twice a day. Strategic plan update. Your strategic plan is in your folder. I turned right to it. Some of the highlights, the things, the 5 areas that we will be focusing on. Academic programs, and it talks about the goal being to drive the curriculum or the curricular system. Learning environment and culture, to have priority be our mental health. And a lot of this includes like school spirit, a behavior program, things like that to keep students on the right path. Communications and community engagement. The plan includes make sure we have newsletters and enhancing our website. Operations would have a review plan that looks at projects, technology, maintenance, and a personnel and leadership area. And that will look at mentoring programs and recruitment and retention for our staff. That's where our strategic plan is as of right now. Pump house estimates, we did, and that we already approved that, and I think it's below the threshold anyway for approval, but you approved me to look forward and go ahead and get those. I think there were 6 or 7 companies that I personally contacted, called on the phone, and we did have one company that bid on that. And that's who obviously that's who we are recommending we go with. And I think just with the summer and having so much going on, we didn't receive any other bids for that. And that is to totally tear it down, get rid of it, build up a new one, and a new electrical system inside for everything that's needed. So that's going to be very nice when that is done. The EMS fees. This is something that I'm probably going to put out on our Facebook page, maybe even send an email home to parents, because I did receive a call from a concerned parent. I think you were on an email also with that. So I did some investigating. you know that the city does not have an agreement with the Northern Bay Ambulance, so Patriot would be the normal ambulance service that would come here. But Northern Bay Ambulance asked us if we would like to do a partnership where we would use them when needed because they're a few blocks away. And the other reason was we have multiple townships that have already paid for that ambulance service, and those students go to our school, so they would have that discounted rate. So I think the concern was parents want to make sure that they're not getting too much of an increase if they're not within those townships. I think that's the big question. So what I did was look at basic non-emergency service and basic emergency. And there's a lot of different things that go into that with what that is. And there were multiple other lines. If you need this service, they're all add-ons. But the basic non-emergency means you need to get to the hospital and you don't need the lights on. You're going to be okay, but something happened to get you there. The Patriot was $890. The NBA non-resident was $925. So that's only, a $35 difference. And then the NBA resident, so if you're in one of those townships who already pay for this service, would be $625. So that's nice to be able to allow our families that do pay that yearly fee to have that discounted rate. And then the basic emergency rate for Patriot was $1090. For NBA non-resident was $1,100, so only $10 difference. And then the NBA resident would be $800 for the emergency. And that means lights are on and they need to get you there ASAP. So it's good to see that the NBA non-resident and the Patriot are almost the same. So there is no, price gouging or nothing's really increased for those non-residents for NBA service. Any questions about that or any further investigation that you'd like me to do? I do know that the NBA also agreed to still be here for our football games and park at our field, which is very nice to have that. And we're with the understanding that if they get a call, an emergency call, they have to go get to it. Commencements were a success. I'd like to thank Mr. Stoneback, Ms. Hines, Ms. McWhorter, and Mr. Woodruff for their organization. We do always look to improve every year, so we get together and we talk about some things that could be improved, and to make each year a little bit better if we can. So I think the bell was a success. It seemed that the parents were happy to hear that bell ring that many times, so it was very nice. We were happy to have the good weather and to have that complete. Congratulations to 4 staff members on their retirement: Ms. Brookhouse, Ms. Grove. Ms. Brookhouse is on our maintenance and transportation. Ms. Grove at Linwood Elementary, and then Mr. Coughlin and Mr. Rogers from Pinconning High School. So for our retirees. And then finally, we had a great weekend of athletics, great week of athletics. Cole Brady golfed at the state championship tournament and finished tied for 4th. Which is amazing. That's great. Our baseball team was also crowned regional champs, which hasn't happened since 2014. And we did end up getting beat in the quarterfinal, but just being in that quarterfinal is a pretty cool thing. So, and we had 1 senior starting on that team. So we hope to be back and even better next year. Any questions?
How much was the bid for the pump house?
Oh,
23,125.
23.
Okay, I was gonna.
but I don't think that was with the extra, was it? What page is that?
It's right by.
23,125. That's what it says.
Yeah, it was Panther. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about the parking lot thing. Yes, that sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Mount Forest parking lot. I knew that there were extras on that one.
No, my other thing was, I guess all of us that were on the stage, we were anticipating the bell stand.
Yeah, I know. We all were holding our breath.
Some of us getting really good at it.
Yeah. The plan is to have an actual stand built for that because we just received this. It was kind of a last second thing. I think that stand may have can't come from Mr. Stoneback's living room. So that was a temporary thing just to get the students to be able to ring that bell this first year. Yeah, a little shaky, but we made it.
have no student. Reports from administrative staff. Dr. Braun. See you wiggle a little bit. First.
I just wanted to reiterate, thank Mr. Stoneback for doing such a great job at commencements. He worked so hard this time of year. I mean, on top of his always working hard, so it's just really neat to see all that come to fruition for our graduates. We are in the process of getting new people hired. We are almost done with that, which is awesome because it is the second week of June. So we're getting there. I think we secured a special ed teacher as well, so we're moving. Really excited about that. Was just in Lansing on Wednesday with the team, Mrs. Quisala and myself, and then a team from the ISD to present to the state for their Office of Special Education, just on some data we've been collecting from the school year, and we've been working with them just over time, just to see what direction we're going with not only our special education students, but some of our targeted services at the elementary level. And so that was really neat to kind of see everything we've done really come to fruition. We're going to partner with our MyTip and our strategic planning and kind of come full circle for that. So once we hit the fall, we've got a lot of things ready to go in our classrooms, but it's neat to see kind of that picture finally come together for that.
How many positions we still have?
Right now we have 2 left.
Okay.
I have something, well, it's funny, but, it's probably goes more to Sue than anything. I know, the majority of my students at Linwood are tired of fruit cups. Fruit cups? Fruit cups? Yes. They want to picket and protest no fruit cups. I told them that Miss Doreen, our cook, and Mrs. Ross work very hard on making sure our lunches that we have and breakfast that we have are nutritionally balanced. But that's their one complaint. So, yeah, there we go. Fruit cups. And then just the other thing, we just had a really great year at Linwood this year. A lot of positivity. Or positive feedback from students and parents about our pride tickets, rewards that we did every year, or every 1,000 pride tickets. So the kids had, some like food related activities, from like making sundaes to having a donut. We had a glow dance party, and we ended the year with snowball shaved ice that Garber Chevrolet Linwood donated for us to be able to have. So just a great year, great. Great second year for me, and looking forward to the third year.
Today was our first day of the summer feeding program, started at the Boys and Girls Club, and they will run Monday through Thursday all the way till the 22nd of August, with the exception of that Thursday, that is the July 4th weekend. They're closed from Wednesday on. And we are doing the Jump Start Kindergarten program breakfast and lunch for those students for the next 3 weeks.
Yep. No? Okay. Board committees.
Personnel met on the 30th of May, and the first thing that we talked about was increasing the hours of the maintenance driver, the truck driver. I believe it's 7 hours now. We want to raise it to 9 hours.
No, it's 4, right?
4, we want to raise it to 8.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully, well, we want to raise it even more.
Yes,
but hopefully we can then keep somebody, because 4 hours a day just isn't doing it, keeping somebody on staff. And food service would still pay half of that 4 hours, because they'd be driving the food truck part-time or half-time. The second one was going back and getting back to the maintenance director. We had that many years ago, and then it was cut due to budget. They'd be in charge of maintenance and transportation. Right now, there's not really anybody in charge of maintenance. A crew leader is paid a couple bucks extra an hour but he's one of the guys. And this way, somebody would be in charge that could give direction, take care of things.
You lose the crew leader then, what they, you recommend?
We've talked about that, if that's
Yeah.
something that it's not needed. But we also think that it will help to increase the driver if we get that 4 more hours. Then things kind of move around, so we will not have to possibly fulfill a whole another position if somebody gets that. So looking at ways of making it financially able to happen too.
Then we're looking at a credit recovery and an alternative learning teacher that take care of like the long-term suspension. Credit recovery, 21F students, it'd be someone in charge of that student. They wouldn't be in the library spending their free hour doing their work in the library with no supervision. Actually, a teacher would be in charge of them. And that
For next year?
That for next year. And that would hopefully come out of title money.
So
Dr. Brown can work her magic. And then we talked about the middle school.
Posted already?
I don't believe it's posted yet.
It's created, I've sent it to the union.
It is
Yeah,
posted?
it was just going, we just got it approved by the union to do that.
We were waiting for that.
Yep.
Make sure they were okay with it.
Yeah, good.
Middle school, high school principal, we talked about that a little bit. There is an opening for the high school principal now. It is posted within the district. We'll see what we get. Then we talked about some of the administrative roles with the high school, middle school. Ms. Jaime is middle school, plus she's the safety coordinator. And we're kind of looking at different things that may help to realign some things. But that's up to Andy, he's working on that. Any questions?
Yeah, I assume the AD is probably in that mix too, right? No?
Looking at,
So,
we'll keep trying to make that, the best position it can be, because it's tough to be an AP and AD, and so, we continue to look at it and see if there are better ways, but it's a tough one. No easy answer right now.
Is the director position posted already?
No.
We're gonna approve it hopefully tonight.
See, our first qualification is just that they have a high school diploma. I know. How many hours?
That was just a rough draft.
I was gonna say, how many hours are we looking at this person would be here? Full day?
Full time.
Okay. Okay, non-consent. That's our, I move to reinstate the previous property service transportation position.
Second.
All right, let's look at the support. Any other discussion?
Yeah, you were talking about some.
Yeah, other than, the qualification stuff, I
Could say,
don't know.
I would say you could add, secondary education preferred.
What, like, I was looking at like trade school stuff, because they gotta know enough about electrical, plumbing, all this other stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
no trade school experience, I mean, what are we gonna get? I mean, anybody can fly, and how's that gonna show us they know how to run, or keep track, or track anything, or have any experience, I mean,
Plus, just in your applications, I also go through this gives you a bigger pool,
you know,
so to base it off of experience as opposed to education.
right.
Which in this job, I would say that's the,
Right.
number 5 kind of catches it.
Mhm.
Is it? Any other?
This person, administrative classification then?
Yeah, it was in the past.
It's a union position?
No.
It's an at-will position?
I know they attend administrative, Jen,
It'd
they
be
were
like
in it
me and
before,
Jen.
right?
It's
And they
at-will.
attended.
They were
Yeah.
in the AASA previously.
They were in your?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll look at that and see how far back it was when it was
It's gonna say,
adopted.
how long ago was it, do we know?
Ooh,
Is Mr. Chosi the last one that was in this?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Mike Costello was.
was after it, Jim.
Okay. Anything else? If not, I have a motion and support, correct?
Yes.
Would this be roll call on this one?
You can do it.
All right, let's roll call.
Yaris,
Yes.
Rabish, yes. Anderson,
Yes.
Bedifer,
Yes.
Kuchar,
Yes.
Holstein,
Yes.
Doobie,
Yes.
7-0.
To Mount Forest parking lot.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we approve, the bid from Johnson Excavating Incorporated for the Mount Forest cross-country parking lot project at a cost not to exceed $91,200.
Motion support, any discussion?
I think this is open to the public too, isn't it? When it's done,
Yeah, it will
there's
be.
no gate.
Mm-mm. No, it'd be a nice path for people to walk or,
Roll call.
Bedifer,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Kuchar,
Yes.
Holstein,
Yes.
Yaris,
Yeah.
Rabish, yes. Doobie,
Yes.
7-0.
just, we do have, how much money is in that account that we already have made? Was it like 20,000 or 30,000? I forget. That we already have because that one was logged. We kept that money in an account.
Right.
And I think was one of the tribal grants, or there was a grant that we
Yeah.
received also. So we do have a nice base of money that will go right towards that.
And then the USW contract ratification.
Approved USW contract changes as recommended.
Support. Motion support, any discussion?
Okay, in the, let's see, the step increases are $3 this year and 75 cents the next couple of years. What was the hourly wage for the current base?
There's
It's all over the place.
it's all over.
Our goal was to bring up,
Like step 1,
yeah,
is it 12?
I don't-
But there's 5 different groups where it all
Yeah.
starts at different.
Okay,
So there's no one base, you know what I mean? Drive transportation is one, custodians one, secretaries are one. There's so many different
so were
starting.
they basically all like $12 to $15 to start off?
yes, starting, yes. Yeah.
So there's a significant increase.
Yeah, our goal was to try to make the starting position closer to 15.
Does it get us anywhere close to everybody around us?
It does. There's still a few of the spots, few are a little below, but the majority of them are right with everyone else around us.
So this should be much more competitive, so.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
That was the intent.
we're getting there. I know it needed to be that 15, 18 level.
Yeah.
Right.
So for tier one, like warehouse, would be starting wages 12.70. You know, currently.
Yeah. So I'd go up to 50.
Correct.
And I think, yeah, it's all right around there.
Same as paraprofessionals and special education
Yeah,
parapros.
that's where we needed to be at a minimum. Okay, good too.
How much is this increase going to cost for like the first year? You got a rough idea?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is it here? You have that?
About $450,000.
That's just the first year.
That'd be the biggest one, because it's only 50 cents or something.
Any other discussion? Yeah, motion and support, roll call.
Yaris,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Bedifer,
Yes.
Kuchar,
Yes.
Holstein,
Yes.
Ravish, yes, Dubé,
Yes.
7-0.
Okay, public comments. Anybody? Or any discussion?
I just want to thank the tribe again for the grants, and it allows us to do so much for our students, our facilities. It really helps out a lot, so appreciate everything they do for us. And then also congratulate the retirees and thank them for their service. It's hard to replace experienced, passionate teachers, so I wish them the best. It's well deserved.
Absolutely. You'll get there.
Will,
Then you come back and.
will those still union positions be posted? Or are they internally first, or how does that work now?
For the
Like
support staff?
Yes,
Yes, internal
okay.
first. Right? I mean, is there anything,
I guess this question.
just for the support staff, how those are posted?
Yeah,
You're
no,
talking
it's
about for the
also
maintenance
internal.
position will be
Yeah.
internal first.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, then that concludes our business except for closed session for negotiations, right? Yep. yeah.
Move to go to closed session.
Got a motion, support? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
It's just for kind of-
Yeah.
I know you.
It's on the agenda.
I know.
You wanna do it?
No, just take, well, you could go ahead and take a shot.
I'll get it.
Really? Tell me when you got.
Oh, we're back here.
I got here about 5 minutes late. I tried to figure out which door to come in, so.
Hooked to my
Man,
phone, hooked my watch.
This is Jason King, our new shop teacher.
I
I didn't see him back there, I'm sorry.
came in 5 minutes late, so I tried to figure out which door to come in, so.
That's okay.
All right.
The good news is you're approved, so you're on.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, appreciate it.
Yep.
Hi. Hey.
You got some big shoes to fill there.
Yeah, we're good. I know
That
Jason
was a
said
good guy.
that.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, we already agreed. You don't have to say that.
He doesn't know.
No.
Thing.
Yeah.